Hi, I'm Dennette Bailey, your early childhood expert. And on today's episode of I Got a Question, we are helping a parent whose child has been dismissed from preschool. So let's get into it. The question is, my child has been dismissed from school and several daycares because of behavior problems. I have found a great school, but I am wondering if I should tell them about my child's behavior issues or if I should just let them figure it out for themselves. I do not want my child to be prejudged, and that's certainly understandable. But I will tell you that you should definitely tell the new place, especially if you really like this place, you should tell them about the behavior issues that your child has been experiencing. You should tell them, for example, if there are any triggers that might make it more possible for your child to have a behavior issue or act out. And you should ask them specifically if they are able to help with the issues that you are having. Because you shouldn't certainly assume that because your child might have a behavior issue, that a school or a preschool or a daycare would not take them. But they certainly would want to know ahead of time. For example, if your child is a biter, that's something that I would want to know as a preschool teacher ahead of time so that I can be aware of that and let you know if that's something that I can help you with. You certainly don't want to pay fees that are non refundable just for your child to be put out or dismissed early on, within days of you paying all those fees. So you definitely want to tell the preschool that you're going to that your child has some behavior issues. After you ask them if that's something that they can help with, let's say they say no, we can't help you with this particular issue. Don't stop there. Ask them, can they recommend someone that can help? Many times, a place won't necessarily give that information. They don't want to offend parents, they don't want to overstep their boundaries. But if you ask, they are usually more that I know I am always more than happy to help when people ask me questions. And so ask them, where do you recommend that I take my child, or what resources are you aware of? But I can also tell you that if you don't want to ask the daycare, or maybe you don't want to ask family members that have had the same issue, one of your best resources is your local public school. Even though your child may be a preschooler and not yet entered into school, if you call the local school in your area and you tell them, listen, my child is having these issues and we're having trouble in preschool and I want my child to be ready for kindergarten, what can you suggest? Do you have any resources or interventions that you could suggest? And many times there are resources available right in your city, right in your county, and many of these resources are free and you don't know about them because you don't know who to ask. So call your local public school, tell them your issue, ask them who they will recommend, and get your child some help because many times it's something so simple, but going from preschool to preschool and daycare to daycare is just so helpful, so hurtful for your child's self-confidence and their ability to trust adults. So let's get ahead of it and ask for help. If you have any more questions, send them to me. I am always here and happy to help.